Hello. Testing. Oh, yay. Welcome to our Tuesday nights live in the litter box. And we are opening with the Cat Hotel. Of course, it's a cat motel. Is it an M? Is it an M? You grab my glasses. It's a H. It's a cat hotel. It is my awesome collection of Lego kitties. So, how's everybody doing tonight? It's Tuesday. Time for us to gather and play with Lego. So, I did put a non Lego on here, and I don't think the camera is capturing it too well, but I wish Lego made this piece. I'll show you in a minute. I just thought we'd spin this around here and take a look at all of our kitties. I got a Duplo kitty, and there's just so many in there. They're all so cute. I love the little tan one with his little white face. And then you got Snowball 1, Snowball 2. I guess he's Snowball 2, right? Snowball 1 died. And then the Crystal Kitty. And then the little kitten. This is a new poly bag. The Friends one. And you have a little bitty black kitten with a chef's hat. That little element plugs in to the top of his head. Whoops. It's a little pancake cart, I guess. But I bought it because of the kitten, of course. And I chucked the dolly. As you can see, there's no Friends dolly here. No Friends dollies here. There's only one in my city. And it's because she's a mermaid. And I thought she was pretty cool. So let's see, we already went that way. There we go. Some other kitties. I don't know how many there are. I've lost track. But there we go. All right. Welcome to Brick Lake City. Here it is. It is, I've made some progress, you guys. I really have. I got the road all finished with the curb and everything. And so this is what this corner is going to look like. Or not the corner, but this end of the table. I have yet to do the sidewalk down through these two buildings, the hotel and, well, it's a whole little city center. I forget what they call that one. Anyway, I think I'm going to do the white sidewalk instead of the tan one because of all the white down here, this park, and the sidewalk around that building is white. I could change it. I'm not quite sure what I want to do yet. Time will tell. But the road is really nice. I am very happy with that. It took a moment because when I first laid this portion and that portion, I put the crosswalk in, which is right in front of my fingers. I don't know if you can see it on camera. But then I stood back and I realized I did not put the lanes weren't, you just went down to one lane, and which is fine if you want to have a one-way section and sign it appropriately. But I figured, we would just fix it. So now I have a full lane in and out. And over here on this side, I'm still not sure if we're going to do campground or exactly what's going to happen over there. But I thought tonight we would continue working on the water source for the city, which will be coming from this plate right here. And that's, I call him Raggy Ray, but Castaway Ray. Remember, we worked on that last week. And so I was just going to work on the mountain, whatever that's going to end up looking like. And I don't know, should I do grass around here? I know I have a little bit of grass here, but should it be maybe some sand so that there's more beach, or do we want just grass, the water, his island with grass, and then all that water source trickles down into Brick Lake City? I think I like that. So let's see what I'm going to have to edge a lot of that in tan. And I do have this mountaintop that I built a while back. And I could raise that up with a bunch of gray. So let's see, what do I have in the magic box of 2x4s? Or my thick bricks. I like to keep the thick bricks separated. Most of them anyway. I can guarantee there's probably a bunch of the gray. I change my mind all the time on how I want to display, or not display, but store bricks. Do you store them by element? Do you store them by color? Do you start with elements first and then move to color? This is a cool piece, but I don't think it's really going to work there. So I bounce between certain elements. Like, you don't want to mix those all in with something else. It all just depends. So it's Tuesday. We're always short into the week here, but how's everybody's week been so far? Anybody been doing anything good? Did you build any Lego? Did you buy any Lego? It's the beginning of the month, so we had May the 4th, right? May the 1st through the 4th. Lego always likes to show us some new Star Wars goods. I didn't buy any, but I built one. I built Obi-Wan's hut from 2020. You get the hologram of Princess Leia. I can't believe it took me so long to open it. Actually, we had broken the seal on it a long time ago, but I never opened it until now. And now it's built. It was a fun build. So I do have a good amount of tans. Apparently I have a lot of 2x6s. If you're interested, let's see. Because we're a show about Lego, right? So, in case you're interested in what the bin of tan looks like, there it is. Ooh. I didn't know I had one of those. Wonder how many there are of those. I did get the nougat ones off of the wall at the Lego store. I don't think I need to fill in. Everybody scooch. I don't think I need to fill that in. I can end up covering that with a plate. Ooh, do we have a 2x4? Yeah. And probably, the other side is green, isn't it? It's gonna kind of look funny if it's tan. So maybe I'll leave this outside edge for green. Yeah, because I want it to look cohesive from the side. So it has to have rock here, and that's why this is gray. That way I don't have to keep bouncing back over there, but I don't want to mess myself up. Oh, these are all 2x4s. I need 1x. Because this backside doesn't matter. It can be tan. The backside of the mountain build is just open. Nobody's going to see it. I mean, if you stand on that side, you might see it, but there's no call to stand on that side. I'm going to use a lot of tan. I don't know if I have that many 1x's. I got these recently. Can you tell? There's a crap ton of those. I guess I did not take into account if I had enough tan to go around. It's going fast. Need enough to cover that side. Of course, I could cover that side in grass too. It's just going to be an edging. No, I want it to be tan. Gosh darn it. Let's keep digging. We haven't had to pour it out yet, so I think we still have plenty. When you get down to you've been digging for too long, sometimes you gotta dump the toad out. I did get the 1x2s a long time ago. There's plenty of those. And then a 1x, huh? Down to the 1. Okay. And then here is something we're definitely going to want to use. Come around here. I'm going to have grass here because that's part of the little set that this leads to. And I want to leave it because it's part of, like I said, part of the set. So I think we'll do green here. Let's have a nice little tan piece. And then I guess we might as well just start finding some green. Ooh, nice color. Definitely want to not use that. Not yet, anyway. There's a bunch of green stuff buried in here. Called recycling. Oof. Oof. All right. That's that bright green. Let's get the angled tote. I try to keep angled plates all separate. That's one of the things that I changed recently is instead of mixing them in with the colors or having, I had like tan plates, like earth tones together. And then I had too many totes I was always searching for. So we just need to keep digging. I need that one all the way toward the bottom, of course. You always get a workout in the Lego room when you have a small room with storage of little totes. All right, here is the one we need. here is the tote of angled pieces. We should be able to find some good ones in here. Don't like that. Ooh, this one's handy. That one's small. Okay. What do we have in that color that's small? Ooh, dark tan. Okay, we can have some transition. And an even smaller one. Well, that fell on the floor. Olive green. Ooh, nice corner plate. Another big tan one. I envision this one definitely over in this corner. And then, like I said, we need our green ones. So I just better find some green 1-bys. Where would green 1-bys be? You guys are no help. Somebody needs to come over here and help me look. Oh, I don't know if I have a lot of those. I have a lot of plates. You know, you always think you have all the Lego you could ever imagine and that you have too much sometimes. But when you're trying to build something, it is a stark reality that you don't have enough. And you look around in all of this, how's there not enough? Of course, there might be enough. I could be panicking. But then, you know, there's the point where when you're using the Lego, you're like, oh no. Well, okay, well, there goes another one. And then there goes another one. And then that's just ones that I don't have to use another time. So sometimes I get greedy with my own bricks. Ooh, a bright green 1x2. I need a 1x2 in green. Ooh, there we go. Okay. I do love that green. That's a pretty color, isn't it? Okay, so tan here. You could even do, let's see, what do we have? No. You could put a green one up on top. I like the layered look, you know? And then our mountain's going to be here. Oh, yeah, we needed 2x4 gray bricks as well, huh? So I have 2 totes of light gray. I think I try to separate them from bigger bricks and smaller bricks because there's a lot of gray in the Lego world. Ow! Stepped on a brick separator. All right, so in the grays, well, there's no 2x4s, but got some 6s. There's a 4. Ooh, these 6s are handy. One more. There's an old gray. There's some 6s. Okay, so that's the base of the mountain. It could go higher, and it's also in dark gray. So I guess we need to transition to dark gray. And that one corner is also dark gray. I think I better leave. Ooh, Jesus. Rip the whole plate up. There we go. I think I'll save that area and just continue to see what we can do on this side. We're going to need filler brick here because I want the green to come up higher. So what do we have for wasting bricks? And then you're like, well, none of them are for wasting. You need them all. Oh! Oops. I'm being clumsy. Let's see. The green one would work there, wouldn't it? I think I have one of those in green. Definitely. Or, ooh, I think this one will work better. So it's that color. And then do we want to step down? Yeah. Okay, so we need something to fill in this edge. We want it to look good. Two, four, six. That's an 8. Ooh. 1 by 2. One by. Perfect. Sorry if you can hear the noisy street outside. But it'll happen. Okay. There we go. I like that. Like that a lot. And I think we definitely want to keep to green here because that is the edge we're going to see, and definitely going to have it jungly there. So just go ahead and edge that. And we can use that area there too. Okay. And then the water is just going to come up to the mountain right here. I'm not going to really do anything with that. I'll probably put like some more blue plates there. Maybe even it could be a darker blue here for it being a deeper part of the water. But if this is a really unique piece. Because I am going to put blue trans tiles on top. I think I might, it might just look neat studded. Sometimes it's a travesty to take away all the studs sometimes us Lego builders get crazy with the tiles and cover the Lego universe too much. Brown, no. That's the problem with the layering. When do you stop? um, I need a 1 by 3 and that color green. And we'll just finish that off there. Or we can have, I don't know, what do you think? Ooh, we could fit that in. And that could marry up to it. So that's the problem, is these 1x that I used are lower than this edge. Well, what do you think? And this one's too wide. I swear is there another tote with other small pieces in it, or angled pieces, I mean, because this is not, it seems like I have more of those. Of course, they could have been used. What about, we'll just grab, ooh, the light green tote and see what is in there. When I get to building, it takes a half an hour just to clean up. Okay, so there's light greens. Limited pieces in here. And some very unique. I don't know if there's a 1x3 though. There's a 1x4. Woo! There's one. Perfection. I love it. Ooh, looky here. Look what I just found. Nice. So we can have that one. No. No. And this is too low. But it has to. Okay, let me go check. Let me see if that should be the right height though. Did I miscalculate? Yeah, see, that lines right up with the waterfall. So we need to come out with a 4x. That is a 4x, but no, does not work. No, 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 no. Of course, we could just go with a different green on this side. Here is the small one. No. No. I don't like those. That might look nice over near the mountain. All right, you guys. Well, we've been going for a half an hour here, and I am having a hard time deciding what to do next. So I think I'm going to have to stare at this for a little while. And let's figure it out next week. Or I'll figure it out without you, and I'll show you next week. And I think of something. Maybe we'll build something that doesn't have anything to do with the city. We will make a build. Maybe I'll open a box. All right, you guys. Thanks for joining me tonight. Have a great rest of your week. Be safe out there. It's crazy. And if you haven't already, hit the like and subscribe button. YouTube likes it. I like it too. I get a little notification on my phone that says so and so liked your shit, and then they joined your shit. So thanks, guys. Love you. Bye. 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 Bye.